Hi guys, so today I'm going to do a cook with me. And the cook with me is homemade pepperoni rolls. The things you're going to need are your either cake pan or cookie sheet. I'm using both because I'm making a lot of them. We're going to use, okay, so you're going to need rolls. Or you can use the bread dough for the loaves. Same way, you'll find those in the freezer section at your grocery store. You're going to need either shredded or slices or sticks of cheese of your choice. In this case, we're using pepper jack and mozzarella. And most of all, more importantly, you're going to need your pepperoni. I get the big bag. You can use stick pepperoni, but I find that the stick pepperoni, it doesn't spread through the bread as easily, and you don't get as much pepperoni in your roll that way. And this turns out proportionately better for the rolls. So I use the sliced pepperoni. You can use whatever brand you like, but this is what I've used for forever, so this is what we're going to use now. Okay, so to get started, make sure you got someplace to work. And in my case, my cheeses were frozen, so I'm just breaking those up a little bit so that we can actually work with them. We'll get that done and I will be right back. Okay, so after you get everything opened and ready, look, it's yummy. Okay, I like frozen pepperoni. I'm also fond of the other stuff. I either want it cooked nice and crispy or I want it frozen. So, okay. I let this unthaw because I'm going to use it all. I want big pepperoni rolls. I don't want those little itty bitty measly ones. So we're going to take probably 2 to 3 rolls worth of dough. And let's take 4. 4 rolls. Squish it out. Now, if you want your pepperoni rolls to where they're not going to be kind of dry on the top, you take homemade garlic butter. You take your butter, you put your garlic salt in it, you mix it up really good. Or you could take garlic cloves and put it in your butter and do it that way. However you want to make your garlic butter, or you can buy garlic butter already made. Your choice. And you put it on your hands and you use that as you're making these. It gives them a little bit of butter on the outside to keep them from getting all dried out as they're raising, and it turns out really, really good. Or you can use regular butter. It doesn't have to be garlic butter. But what we're doing is we're just going to lay a good bit of pepperoni in the center of the pepperoni roll. Then we're going to take a little bit of cheese. You don't need a lot of cheese, but you do need some. Lay it in the center. And then once you get that in there, you're just going to take the rolls and just roll them. Kind of like you do a pumpkin roll, or if you make cinnamon rolls. And yes, it's going to be messy.
But that's what makes it good.
Yes, it does. And Sammy wants to tell you a little bit of the history of where pepperoni rolls came from.
Don't forget I want to make some too.
Tell him.
So, fun fact, the pepperoni rolls were actually made in West Virginia so that way the coal miners could have something to eat in one hand, and it was quick and easy, so I mean, hey, why not?
And they're really good. So the pepper,
also, they're sticky.
Yes, they are sticky. But the coal miners used to take bread and then they used to take pepperoni sticks with them, so they started just putting it together in one piece to
Make it easy.
give them their lunches. So that's what it's going to end up with.
Sort of like
here's my hand.
Pizza.
Here's how big it is. I want a big pepperoni roll when it's done. Okay? You can make them smaller if you've got little peoples eating them, but I have teenagers and
tween
everything, so we're going with a little bit bigger roll. Okay, so that's what we're going to do, and I'm going to get these started together real quick and then put them in the oven and let them raise. We're not going to turn the oven on. We are going to preheat the oven long enough to just get the oven warm because it's a cool day today. It's raining. And then, or you could set them up on top of your refrigerator with a damp cloth on top of them. And that'll help them raise that way too. It'll keep the tops of the pepperoni rolls from turning dry. Either way, but I'm going to go ahead and throw these together and then I'll show you what we're going to do with the oven. Okay guys, so we just preheated the oven and then we turned it off, let the door set open for a couple minutes. I preheated it to 350 and the top rack has the cheese, the pepperoni, and the rolls, and the bottom rack is just pepperoni and the roll. So these are going to be pretty big. We're going to let them rise until we want bigger than my fist. We want a nice big plump roll. So we're just going to let these rise and then we'll come back when they're cooked, and after they're done rising, they should be up to the top of this pan, if not a little bit bigger. Once they're done rising, you put them in the oven at 350 for about 25 to 30 minutes, depending upon how long it takes them to get nice and golden on the outside. And then you're done. Take them out and let them cool, and you can enjoy. So I will show you the finished product as soon as these get baked. Okay guys, so this is the finished product. I did turn the oven on at 350 and I baked them for about a half an hour. So I'm going to let them cool. I'm going to just prop the door open and just let them cool because I have nowhere else to stick them right now to let them cool. All my pot holders are in the dryer right now, which you can hear in the background, and I do apologize for that. But so I'm just going to let them cool so that I could wrap them up and do what we're going to do with them. These are great for traveling. You don't have to refrigerate these, and if you eat them for dinner or lunch or something, they're really, really good if you pair them with homemade macaroni and cheese. Or not homemade macaroni and cheese. The Bob Evans macaroni and cheese is pretty good that you get from Walmart also. But I prefer the homemade mac and cheese because I can make it a little more saucy. And then you can dip the pepperoni roll in and soak up all the yummy, good, cheesy goodness. But that's my way. If you guys try these, don't forget to tag me on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram and how yours turn out. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will be having another cook with me, maybe my next video actually. I think I'm going to do some sweets next. So yeah, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and if you're new here, welcome, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye guys.